Hey everybody, welcome back to Champ and Sons as we are continuing here with our college football series and an episode with back-to-back home games. This one is a big time to get this episode started off. We are fired up and we're ready for a little bit of revenge as we take on the Penn State Nittany Lions here in game one of this episode. Then we will have the Iowa Hawkeyes here in game two of the episode coming up. But first things first, we got a score to settle. Both teams undefeated. Both teams in the top 15. Penn State number 6 in the country, and we're looking to take them down a peg. So welcome back to the channel if you are returning, and if you are new here to Champ and Sons, welcome to all of our college football content. Now, before we jump into this, we've got a couple little things of business we need to take care of, okay? So we are still looking at our scouting that needs to be done. We're moving up in the ranks of some of these team guys. So obviously you got to go from your in the house to doing the hard sell if you can. And I think we've got a pretty good touch on a lot of these characters in here that we have on our recruiting board. So we got definite potential on being able to hit the hard sell up a little earlier than maybe normal. And a little earlier before we have all three of their check marks, essentially. Some of these guys, like James Colclough, we got all their check marks already. We've already hit them up on the hard sell, and we are trying to hammer them home so they can join our team. It's just that last push is the biggest thing from us that we're trying to get settled into. And I think as long as we continue to perform on the field, we'll be able to kind of pull that off. You see a lot of these guys that we have here are going to be, this is just our second season as the head coach, but we've already got a bunch of 4 stars that have us as the top rated. You'd think even though we finished pretty well last season, we would be more of a primarily 3 stars with a few 4 stars and that one reaching 5-star. But I do think with the number of 4 stars we have, we're definitely capable of making something happen. Now, guys like CJ McElroy, he is going to be visiting for this Penn State game. It's a big one. We have to play solid. Kasim Tavares, we did add him on here pretty recently just to see if we could get something. I mean, why not? It's a 5-star quarterback. We had some hours to spend. But you can tell. We offered him a scholarship, and there's nothing there. Dibs, we got a little something, but yeah, I mean, it's coming in late on some of these more high-powered recruits. It's going to be a major uphill battle, but I do think if we can perform on the field, we'll set something up. We'll set ourselves up properly. So let's jump into this first game against the Nittany Lions here with us in possession, getting a pass incompleted over the middle for no gain. So we are at the 37-yard line and will remain so for this play. So 2nd and 10, Baker. He's going to have that snap. Fires it over, hits Collier coming across the field. Collier stepping up in a big way here at the midpoint. He came up with a lot of big catches for us in the last episode. And I think he's really just starting to find his footing. He is still an incredibly young individual. So here we come back up on a 3rd and 3. Roll out to the right. Drop that one off, and nowhere to go for Irwin. Nowhere to go for Irwin. And that's going to end up bringing up a 4th and inches. So 4th and inches, we are going to go for it from the shotgun. It's going to be an option to the left side. He gets the toss laid out. Irwin's got the edge and a first down. And he's going to be finally brought down at about the 19-yard line. Another Lanuski. They tend to drop. At least we lose one about every half of football, it seems like. But they just keep coming back. So I give them credit where credit is due. 1st and 10. Play action now. Baker. He's going to take off up the middle, avoids one tackler, cuts it back, and is brought down eventually after a 9-yard gain. Good little scramble by Baker there. So 2nd and 1. going to be in that shotgun. Has the snap. Blitz comes, drops off the screen pass. Irwin to the right side. He's got space. Touchdown, Spartans. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Gabriel Irwin takes that one in on the little screen pass, and a good thing that blocker got out there. That doesn't always happen all that well, but I'm glad to see it did there because that is the difference maker on this play. So Irwin takes that one to the house. We've got ourselves an early lead here, folks. But Penn State, not one to go away shyly into the night. They are the number 6 team in the country for a reason. They'll take that snap and handoff going off left guard with nowhere to go. Brought him down fairly easily behind the line for a loss of 2. Penn State did lose Cooper Cousins. He's going to have to come off. Senior lineman. That's some leadership there. You hate to lose him if you are Penn State. Me, I love that they lost him. Now the handoff going to the right side. Gets past one tackler, but finally we chase him down. Thrush, Darrisaw, everybody having to get in on that one. And that's going to make it 3rd and 11. So from the shotgun, claps his hands. Has a snap. Pressure gets there, and he fumbles it. Strip sack. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Lions do jump on it, but a great play by this defensive line forcing a punt there. Now, we had to punt the ball back to him. That happens, right? That's just the way the game goes. Sometimes you punt, sometimes you don't. So here comes Penn State once again, more near the end of the first quarter. About 2 minutes remaining in the first. They're going to be in the shotgun, 3 receivers right. Claps his hands. Grunkenmeyer. What a great name for a quarterback there. Hands off going left side. Has the edge. Has around the edge. And he's going to take off. Just pure speed. And he's got it. He takes that one to the house. You've got to be shitting me. No one on the backside there. I didn't even call man defense, I don't think, on that play. But Quentin Martin Jr. just said, I don't care what you called. I'm going to outpace your guys. Bynum, I mean, that was a horrible angle initially. Jackson, or MJ Johnson, you didn't even have a chance to catch him. You weren't ever going to do that. So after that big play, here we come back on our ensuing drive, need to make something happen, recapture some momentum at the 24. Baker says, I got it. 10-5, put it on my back. Touchdown, Spartans. We needed momentum. Baker took that momentum, and that's going to give us a 1-touchdown lead again. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Bryce Baker with a beautiful run. The alliteration is notwithstanding. Baker takes that one to the house. I mean, just really once we saw the man coverage and they went with all our receivers, it completely opened up that side. There was nothing that they were going to do to stop him. So, it is what it is. Now here comes the Nittany Lions. Pressure provided by Pretzloff, and he's going to bring him down. Following the touchdown, our defense looking to establish something themselves comes up with a big-time sack on the very next drive. Brady Pretzloff brings Grunkenmeyer down for a 6-yard loss. So 2nd and 16 here. Grunkenmeyer in the shotgun, 2 tight ends set. Has the snap. Quick throw to his back on the right flat, and holy Lord, Darrisaw takes his legs out from under him. That's a hell of a hit. Darrisaw just comes flying through, and that makes it 3rd and 16. So staying in the shotgun, 2 tight ends right, 2 receivers left. Has the snap, clean pocket, fires it over the middle, hits his receiver, and we get him up and over, and he's going to be brought down. So we did force that punt, and now our defense looking to make another stop after we had to punt back and forth. A couple trades here or there, it happens. Over the middle, that's going to be intercepted by Darrisaw. Darrisaw comes back away with it at the about 16-yard line. What an interception by this defense. A turn of events, if you will. Last time we had a cut like that happen, Penn State scored, but this time we said, not today, good sir. 14-7 is the lead. We have possession of it at the 16. Baker has a snap in hand. Blitz comes, fires over the middle for Collier, and he's going to drop it. He gets completely plastered on that one, though. That's a tough one to catch. It's in his hands, though. He should catch it. 2nd and 10. Has the snap. They rush only 4. Drops that one off to the back corner. It's caught by Meeks. Touchdown, Spartans. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. We didn't hear anything from Meeks in the first half or in the first quarter. But coming up here in the second quarter, making a statement on that catch and that back corner of the end zone. Just a great throw by Baker. And I truly believe that's a throw Baker could not have made last season. I mean, that just was an impressive one to drop in there. So here, just taking a quick little look at Thomas Meeks. Player spotlight there. 5 targets, 5 catches. Yeah, that's what halftime would bring us. The second quarter, we had dropped that one in, make it 21-7. And that's pretty much how it stayed for the first half. Just a little bit more back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Overall, we've done pretty well. It's this big play right here, which that's happened in the run game more often than what I want to think. So we're going to have to get that shored up for sure. Now coming out of the second half, no need to shore anything up except for getting Meeks the ball as we drop that one to him again. Baker 18 of 22 for 167 yards so far today. Now Dunham is going to be in the backfield. 3 receiver set here. Baker claps his hands. Lions rush only 4. Fires it over the middle looking for Meeks, and that one's almost intercepted. Ooh, that could have turned out piss poor. Very piss poor. But unfortunately, it falls incomplete. And that's going to leave us with a 2nd and 10. So we're still starting out here early in the third quarter. 12.5 minutes remaining. Baker claps his hands, hands that one off to Dunham. Stiff arms the guy, has a hole open. Dunham takes off at the 20. 10-5. Touchdown, Spartans. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. They got the pressure they wanted to on Dunham to bring him down. They just couldn't do it. He stiff-armed the defender. The gap was open, and he takes it, and he takes it to the house to add even more to our lead. At 28-7 here, starting out the second half. An impressive run by Jamison Dunham. I mean, that was just a hell of a piece of work right there. Now leading 28-7, here come the Nittany Lions once more. They have the snap, handoff up the middle. They get an opening of their own, breaking tackles, and he finally trips over his own feet and goes down after a 6-yard gain. Martin, 74 yards on only 8 carries today, averaging just over 9 yards per carry. So 2nd and 4, man in motion, play action. Grunkenmeyer drops that one off to the right side, hits his receiver at the boundary, and he steps out of bounds. That is a 1st and 10 Nittany Lions. Staying in the shotgun, 3 receivers set. As the snap is going to be an option keeper to the right side. Grunkenmeyer gets past one and a block on the other, and Grunkenmeyer, you wouldn't think would be a man that sounds like he's very swift of foot. Does take that one on the option keeper, and he'll take that one to the house, and he's going to cut our lead down to 14 points with that one. Ethan Grunkenmeyer. Who saw that coming? I'll say I didn't. All right, I'll call it. I did not see that coming. As Grunkenmeyer punches that one in. It's at 28-14. So now here at the start of the fourth quarter, we're coming right back at them as we have them doubled up for now, trying to make it a 21-point lead as we drop that one off to Blunt. He gets past the tackles, and he gets brought down at the 28-yard line after gaining more than enough for a 1st down. So 1st and 10, Spartans from the 28. Baker's got the snap, hands off to Irwin, makes a cut up the middle, follows his blockers, Gabriel Irwin, all the way down to the 12-yard line. Great run right there. He's got 28 yards on just 5 carries tonight. 1st and 10, Irwin still in the backfield. He claps his hands. Price goes in motion. Baker has the snap. It's going to be an option keeper following behind Price. Baker takes it in himself. Touchdown, Spartans. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. 35-14 is the score now. And that was just a hell of a run by Baker on the option keeper to follow Colbin Price, his leading blocker on that one. And then also Meeks right there at the goal line. Great job blocking. Collier held his for as long as he needed, but, it's one of those it is what it is situations. Now the clock has not hit 0. Big women have not sung. So here we come right back out because the game is still going on. 2nd and 10 now for the Nittany Lions following our last touchdown by Baker. They want to try to get another one for themselves. They've got the snap in hand, fires over the middle, hits his receiver, and he's going to be hit and dropped by MJ. MJ Johnson brings him down after a gain of only about 4 on a 2nd and 10, so it's 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 from the shotgun, 5 wide set. Has the snap, blitz comes, hits the quarterback, but he gets the pass off to his running back who's got space down the side, breaks 1 tackle, and he's still going. Are you kidding me? He's going to take that to the house. Jesus Christ almighty. Oh, that was piss poor defense right there. Oh, my goodness. This is back to being a 14-point ball game. I mean, the broken tackles are ridiculous. I mean, I guess I got to give number 7 credit for trying to get in his way eventually, knowing he's going to be passed up, but that's just ridiculous. And now trying on offense, we had the worst mistake that we didn't need to have happen. The one thing we couldn't have happen, they did it. We threw an interception. Bryce Baker looking for the wheel route, trying to recapture some form of momentum after the long play by the Nittany Lions. And they're right here in scoring position. Jambari Deloach comes up. I mean, he just read that one. That's a horrible pass by Baker. Absolutely horrible pass. And they just jump it. 35-21. Nittany Lions 26 yards away from making this a 7-point ball game. They got the snap. Roll out left. Quick throw to the left side. It's going to be intercepted by Darisaw. Comes back and steps out at the 29. We get right back from him. Wow, what a play by Darisaw. Said anything you can do, I can do better. They intercept it. We intercept it better. And that was a hell of a play. And that is a neck-saving tackle. Bryce Baker better be buying this kid some dang old dinner or something. Get him some Beats headset, headphones. I don't give a crap. He needs to pay him something. Give him a little bit of that NIL. And now, here we come following that, right? So just because we get the ball back doesn't mean we score. But we're going to try our best as we hit Braylon Collier over the middle. And Baker is going to go down. Baker struggling right now. That's not what you want to see. I mean, Millie is good. We know what he can do. He'll come in. Millie is going to come in. We know what he can do. We saw what he could do last year. But this is a different offense. Different style of offense. And on 1st and 10, handoff to Irwin. Stiff arms one guy. Cuts it up the middle again. And picks up only 3 yards. Hip bursitis will return soon. Yeah. Give him another play or so off. See how long he's going to be out. So 2nd and 7. Millie hands that one off to Irwin. Hole opens up over the middle. Hit and stacked up just shy of the yard to gain. That's 3rd and inches now here for this Spartan offense. 9 minutes to go in a 14-point ball game. Following our interception of Grunkenmeyer by Darisaw. Trying to put points and kind of stow the game away more or less. And that on off. Irwin makes a cut up the middle, and he's hit and brought down at the 9. 1st and goal, Spartans. The drive continues as we are just hammering this thing home. 8 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. 1st and goal, Spartans. We lead by 14. Hand off Irwin, and nowhere to go on that one. Well played by the defensive line of the Nittany Lions. Give them credit where credit is due. That's going to make it 2nd and goal now. From all the way back, just outside the 10-yard line. Baker has the snap, play action, fires it over the middle, hits Blunt, but he drops it. Oh, he laid out for it and just couldn't hold it. That was in his hands. I mean, I guess pass should have been better. Baker tapped his chest like it should have been, but he still should have caught that. 3rd and goal on the swing pass. Meeks goes absolutely nowhere. That's going to leave us with a field goal opportunity. Make this thing a 3-score game. I can deal with that. 17 points, 3 scores. That's doable. Boot ball and right down the middle. And that will make this thing a 3-score ball game finally. With only about 7 minutes left. That's all it really should take us, I would say. And that is going to be pretty much all we needed. You know, they can put on pressure all they want, as long as, you know, you don't ever get to where you're above our point total. We're still going to win the game. That's how I got to treat this thing, right? And in reality, we played a semi-decent performance. It wasn't the greatest one. We got what we needed to with that last field goal there, so thankfully we did have that. And we're going to be able to walk away with a victory on this. Ended up being 38-21. And now looking at who else committing. Archer Abraham. We're getting multiple 4 stars coming in, fellas. C.J. Muckleroy, the tight end. We just haven't had Mike Deal commit yet. We're still up there, but man, I forget who they just show in second that is climbing. Jordan DeBeer, you're going to go to Missouri. You're from Oswego, Illinois, you bub. And you're going to go to Missouri? Who do you think you are? You ingrate. I put you on the map. Dwayne Chubb, we're still second. White House, Ohio is probably wanting to go to Ohio State. Loser. Greg Thomas. We're first in his, at least. He's into the top 3. So hopefully we'll get a decision made fairly quickly on him. Keenan Falk is going to be another one of those. I really need him to make his decision quick. I mean, he's all the way there at the end. It's not like we're in a recruiting battle. So I don't know why he hasn't made it yet. But hopefully we'll get him to make that choice pretty damn soon. Same thing with our kicker, Ika, however you want to pronounce it. He needs to let us know whether or not we got to bail on him. Tavares, he doesn't give a crap about us. In all reality, we haven't even moved up into the top 10, but he's still so far along. I'm going to send the house. I just want to see if I can get an impact on these guys. That's just going to be the biggest thing. Can I make any form of an impact? If I can, then maybe I'll keep them on. But if we win again and another week goes by and they're still not interested, we're going to have to dump them. And let's go for some more, I guess you could say, realistic type talent that would actually want to come to our school that we should spend our time on. Tavares, Sweat, and Dobbs right now, they're not really giving us much to go off of. And just really quick, looking at Kasim Tavares, he's a bust, so we don't know his development trait. Which just means he's limited in what his max capabilities can be. That's all right. I can deal with that. Kevin Sweat, a thumper out of Honolulu. Not a gem, but not a bust either. 84 hit power, 79 tackle. I think if we can make some headway with somebody like him, because I don't see how anybody that hasn't offered him a scholarship, he's more interested in them than us. That just doesn't make sense in my mind. But hey, it is what it is with EA. So Antonio Dibbs, strength 88, power moves 80. Same thing. No scholarship offers by him, and yet we are still not even on the board. So that's interesting. Vernon Dalton. We get mostly scouted for him. Most scouting, not all of it. Now, Keenan Falk, Iosefa Ika here in a bye week. They do decide to commit to us. So we get a couple more pickups, which is a solid thing. Now we got to take on the Iowa Hawkeyes. We are the number 7 team in the country, 5-0, undefeated. Iowa has only lost 1 game, though. They are no pushover. They are 4-1 on the season. And this is a game that gave us fits last season, so hopefully it turns out a little better this season. But after that option keeper by Baker, I'm not so sure that it will, as that becomes 2nd and 11 after that pretty miserable option keeper right there. Now 5 wide here on 2nd and 11 at about the 46, 45-yard line. Fired over the middle, hit Meeks, has space, takes off up the gut. And he's going to pick up a total of 9 yards on that reception. That's going to make it 3rd and 2. I definitely do prefer these 3rd and shorts, or even 3rd and manageable over the long. So I'll take what we can get. 3rd and 2, Baker with Dunham in the backfield, has the snap, hands off Dunham, left side, and the defense collapses in on him. That's going to make it 4th and 2, but our offense will stay out there. Analytics say go for it. 4th and 2. 2 tight ends to the right side from the shotgun. Has the snap. Drops that pass off for Collier. He's got space around him. And Collier gets taken down at the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 Spartans. 4th and 2 from the 45 down to 1st and 10 from the 22. I'll take it. So here from the shotgun, 3 receivers set still. Play action. Baker in the pocket. Fires that one over. Hits Blunt coming across the field. And he picks up about 10 yards on that one to get down to the 12. And they are going to give him a 1st down. So 1st and 10 Spartans on the move here in the first quarter. 8.5 minutes remaining. 1st and 10 from the 12. Has the snap. Hands off going to right side. Dunham up. Big hole open, and Dunham gets stood up at the line to gain at the 2. And he goes down. East-West playmakers not used to running people over. But he got us 9.5 of the 10 yards needed. So here we come, 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, Baker has it. Hands off to Dunham. Up the middle, and he's going to punch that one in. Touchdown, Spartans. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Getting this one started off on our opening drive with a touchdown. That's going to give us a 7-0 lead. A great little spurt up the middle by Dunham. Now here come the Hawkeyes. They're normally a very defensive team, but their offense is starting to show something. We recognized that at the beginning of the game last season. And it looks like they're trying to continue that kind of theory this year as they fire that one over the middle. Thankfully, it does fall incomplete, and that's going to make it 2nd and 10. From the 37-yard line, about 37.5 from the shotgun. They've got the snap, rush only 4, fires over the middle, breaks a tackle, and then is finally brought down. Oh, man, Seth Anderson on that reception broke that tackle pretty violently. That scared my feelers. He's scared now. He's been bit by the fear. He needs to step up a little bit. And on 1st and 10, delayed handoff up the middle, and that's going to pick up about 8 yards. Brevin Dahl. Or Dole. I'm going to call him Dahl, though. Brevin Dahl up the middle. Picks up 8 yards. That's going to make it 2nd and 2. So from the pistol, 2 tight ends set. Play action. Hits their tight end on the outside. And we are going to bring him down just behind the line. 3rd and 1. Looks like he actually probably got there. But, hey, I'm going to take the call how they said it. 3rd and 1. Has the snap, hands off to Dahl up the middle, gets past one tackler, but not the other. Alway comes up with the stop and forces a field goal opportunity. So now it's 7-3. And we're going to move up here into the second quarter. That one's handed off to Irwin, has big hole open up over the middle, and Gabriel Irwin takes that one all the way into the red zone territory down to the 19 and gained about 29 yards, around 20 yards on that one. So a good little run after this offense being able to move the ball like this is going to be a big deal. Our defense, is going to falter at some point, but it's good to see us being able to consistently move it. So on 1st and 10, fires it over the middle, hits Blunt. That's going to be about 3 yards on that play. Nothing too great, nothing too horrible. Baker, 9 of 10 for 71 yards. 8 yards a pass. You prefer to be in the double digits at least. So 2nd and 7 now. Baker sends Meeks in motion from right to left, has the snap, hands off going left side. Irwin hit and dropped. He gains about a yard on that one as he's dropped at the 15-yard line, so that's 3rd and 6 now. 3rd and 6 from the shotgun, 2 tight ends set. Baker has a snap, fires over the middle, he's going to hit. He hits Breeze, the 2nd tight end, who breaks free and gets the additional about 1.5 yards needed for the 1st down. That was a pretty interesting little play right there by Breeze to break free on that one, as he's able to get the 1st and goal to go situation. From this 8-yard line, Baker has the snap in the pocket, over the middle, hits Price. He picks up about 3-4 yards. Nothing too spectacular, just good enough. So it's 2nd and goal now. From the 4, going to be in the shotgun. 2 running backs, 3 receivers set. Has the snap, hands. No, it's going to be a quick throw out to Meeks. Unable to do anything with it. A little RPO action even had us fooled as he drops that one in. Thankfully, it wasn't intercepted. That's going to make it 3rd and goal, though, from the 2. Baker has the snap. Blitz comes, fires over the middle, hits Price. Touchdown, Spartans. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And that's going to give us a 2-score lead now to make it 14-3 here, semi-early into the second quarter.
And this is a vast difference from the way this game started last season. Now, Iowa would come back and put up a touchdown of their own pretty quickly, which I hope that doesn't become a pattern as they come on an all-out blitz, but we're going to get free on our own. And across midfield into deep into territory 2010, Meeks takes it in. Touchdown, Spartans. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Iowa struck quickly. Well, we struck more quickly. We are faster and better. Thomas Meeks coming across the field, had the open space. And I mean, really just all the different crossing patterns. We got the matchup we needed. Meeks versus pretty much what amounts to a linebacker. And they are not going to be able to cover Meeks with a linebacker. That just ain't going to happen. That's going to put us back up on top by 2. So here comes the Hawkeyes once more, as we have an 11-point lead. They have the snap, pressure gets there, he chunks it up, and he's got a man. He got behind our defense. Good Lord, he got behind Jackson. Oh, my goodness. And back and forth we go, it seems like, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to become one of those kind of games. 21-17 as we hand that one off to Dunham up the middle. We got the ball once again here. This time actually driving into Iowa territory, as we are now at the 23-yard line on the plus side of the field. So 2nd and 5. Just over 2 minutes remaining here. Baker claps his hands. Blitz comes. He fires over the middle, and that one's going to be dropped by Price, but no matter because Lanuski has a holding penalty is going to be called on him. And that's going to push us back to about the 33-yard line. So 2nd and 15, but hey, Roddy Orr for the Hawkeyes is going to go down or have to come off the field injured. So here we come back out following the holding penalty. Not what you want to have happen on a 2nd and short. So 2nd and 15 now from the 33. We have a 4-point lead. Baker in the shotgun has the snap. Fires over the middle. He's going to hit Dunham, and Dunham's going to push it forward, get a good chunk of that, pretty much almost all that yardage back from the holding penalty, and he's going to make it 3rd and 4. His first catch of the afternoon gets us right back to where we were before. So 3rd and 4, 2-minute warning is approaching. Looks like about 5 seconds left. Baker looks over the defense, and he's letting the clock tick. He will let it go down to the 2-minute warning. Okay, I wasn't sure if they were going to do that, but they did. Let it go to the 2-minute regroup, call your play, and get sent back out there and set up. So 3rd and 4. Baker still in the shotgun, claps his hands, drops back, fires out to the left side, hits Collier right at the line to gain, and they're going to call him short. They call him just shy of the first down marker. Iowa will use their first time out of the half, and our offense will stay out on the field for this one. 4th and inches. Baker in the shotgun. 2 tight ends to the right side of the line. Dunham in the backfield has the snap, hands off, hole opens up. Dunham picks up about 6 yards. Good little run right there down to the 13-yard line as we are deep inside the red zone now. Coming from the pistol formation, 3 receivers set. Baker looks over the defense. Clock is ticking down, so it looks like he's going to try to run off some of this clock here. Has the snap in hand, hands off Dunham. Big hole open over the middle. And look at that block by Lanuski as he put the Hawkeye defender on his keister. He went from holding penalty to a pancake in the matter of a few plays. You got to give the kid credit for bouncing back. So after that 9-yard gain, minute 36 remains here in the second. Dunham in the backfield. Baker claps his hands. Looks over the defense once more. 4 wide set. They're switching, guys. What is Baker doing? Why does he not snap the ball? Oh, my goodness. The one time you had 2 free receivers, Baker fails to snap, but he takes off, broke the tackle, and Baker makes up for it. Touchdown, Spartans. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That's going to put us back on top by 11.
That makes it 28-17, just over a minute remaining. And look at that. He had the chance when they decided to randomly switch corners. I don't know what that was about. But he makes up for it with the touchdown. Now, minute 32, here come the Hawkeyes. Throw that one over the middle, and they're going to get stopped short. Herzog with the tackle. 2nd and 6, staying in the shotgun, 3-receiver set here. As they have the snap, drop back, and it's going to be thrown deep for the running back who got behind. We have a safety back there. And yet he bailed on the route. He bailed on his coverage to go be by the sideline with the receiver. And Herzog is not going to keep up with Dole. Just not going to happen. Linebacker, running back, bad matchup. And they take advantage. So 28-24, 1 minute to go now in the second. Yes, we are still in the second quarter. This is Big Ten football. Might be confused with Big 12, but hey, it is what it is. As Baker's going to be strip sacked. He dropped back to pass. He gets strip sacked, and the Hawkeyes have it in a goal-to-go situation. 37 seconds remaining, and we have a 4-point lead that could end up seeing us trailing here at halftime. Hand off to Dahl on the right side, and he's going to be brought down, thankfully, behind the line by Darisol. Came up with a good stop on that one. So 2nd and goal there, letting the clock run. Iowa has a snap play action, drops it off to Dahl on the right, going for the goal line. He's hit and stood up by 2 defenders, and that's going to make it stop the clock with 2 seconds left. So here comes an 18-yard field goal, but a pretty close one, which means a steep angle. They go boot ball, and they are not able to pull that one in. Thank God. We escaped the first half with a 4-point lead. An undeserved 4-point lead. I'll give you that. Our defense, they can make plays within 20 yards, but for some reason, our safety wants to bail out of his responsibility. We've got to prevent that in the second half. They had 289 passing yards simply because of things like that happening. And, yeah, here's one other big play. This is the first real touchdown that you didn't see of theirs. And you can, no back help. Everybody bailed. And they've been getting behind our defense all day. We knew speed was going to be a problem. That's why we run those deeper zones. And even with that, you got to maintain your responsibility. As soon as we get caught out of position, we get exploited. Now, we're able to do the same thing to them a little bit, but that's because we have more speed in our receiver core. Plus, we're also working the ball down the field. We're mixing and matching that run plus the pass game. So, see what happens in the second half, and let's get this going with the kickoff. Amel starts to return at the 4-yard line, cuts it to the left side. He's got blockers in front. He's going to cross midfield. Amel's at the 30, 20, 10. No one's going to get him. Touchdown, Spartans. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. The first kickoff return of the season for the touchdown. Couldn't have come at a bigger point here as we start the second half with 7 points. What a return. And that was much needed after the way that first half ended. Now, our defense would get a stop on the Hawkeyes and force a punt. So here we come right back at them. And it looks like we're going to try to do our best to punt the ball as well. So 2nd and 11 after that run by Dunham goes nowhere. 3 receivers to the left side from the shotgun now. Baker stands in, has the snap in hand. They rush only 4. He lofts it deep down the middle. He's going to hit Meeks at the 40. He takes away at the 10-5. Touchdown, Spartans. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. The fireworks continue here in East Lansing. As we drop that one in the bucket, Thomas Meeks takes it to the house. And now that is going to give us a 3-score lead here early in the third quarter. What a great throw by Baker to drop that one into him. And just a brilliant job and brilliant speed by Meeks to get out in the open. So, here we come now leading 42-24. All right, 18-point lead, 3 scores. They hand this one off to Dahl on the right side. He breaks loose. He's going to hit midfield, makes a cut, breaks one more tackle, and is finally chased down at the 36-yard line. Because why not give up big plays? If you can give up little ones, we can give up big ones too. And we will show that to you
right now. So 1st and 10 Hawkeyes as they come out in the shotgun. A 3-wide set. It's going to be an option keeper by the quarterback. Wide open space in front of him. Hit and brought down at the 14-yard line. Oh, that was embarrassing. 2 plays and they're 14 yards away. They're going to stay in the shotgun. Has the snap in hand. Quick throw to the left side. Hits his tight end. Gets past 1 tackler and 3 plays and in. That's all it took. This Hawkeye, normally Iowa's always been about defense, but my goodness, they are displaying some ferocious Big 12 style offense today. Now, on that run, that goes absolutely nowhere, and thank God it didn't go anywhere, as we're able to bring him down. We're still early in the third quarter, just crossed the 10-minute mark, as we have them at a 2nd and 10, 9.5 minutes to go in the third. They have the snap, quick throw to the left side, hits his receiver, and he bounces off a couple defenders, picks up 8 yards. MJ Johnson with the tackle on that one, so it's 3rd and 2. Yeah, Darisaw and Johnson came together there. So 3rd and 2. Hawkeyes come to the set shotgun, 4 wide, has the snap in hand. Blitz comes, it's picked up, he drops it behind us again. And why not do it one more? Bond just gets completely blown out of the water. And they're going to go for a quick touchdown. Seth Anderson, 265 yards receiving on 5 catches. That'll tell you the kind of offense we've been running, or defense we've been running. And they're going to go for the 2-point conversion, and they will get it. So now we're back to a 3-point ball game, folks. 3-point ball game, 42-39. We're trying to do something, maybe with it. As Baker on offense going for the drive. Hands off to Irwin up the middle on a delayed handoff, and he's going to pick up 5 yards down to the 24 on the plus side. And, maybe this is what we're going to have to do. We have to just work the ball down the field. They're going to get the quick strikes because our guys are slow as shit right now and bailing on their responsibilities from the zone. So we're going to work the ball down the field, and there's going to be a flag on that one. Well, I thought there was a flag on that one. It looked like there was a flag on that one. I guess not. 3rd and 5. All right, well, 3rd and 5. But so we've been trying to go match for match with them. Maybe just drive down, hammer it out of them. But they're going to get pressure on Baker. And that's the problem with the drive is you get stuck in little moments like this. Coming to an opportunity for about a 41-yard field goal. It'll stay within 1 score. It is going to become a 6-point ball game. Boom, almost blocked, and that one goes through, but a flag does go down, and you know what that means. That is going to be roughing the kicker. Ha ha! Suckers, let it happen to the computer now. I've had that happen so many times to me. It's about damn time it happened to them. So here we come set. With a renewed vigor on this drive after that roughing the kicker penalty. Hand that one off to Irwin, and he goes for 2 yards. Miranda, our center, is going to go down. He's going to have to come off the field. Hopefully he'll be all right. So 2nd and 8 now. Baker in the shotgun. Has it going to be an option keeper? Nowhere to go. Price forgot to block the guy on the edge there. That happens, I guess. You just hate for it to happen right now. 3rd and 8. Just over 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. We're going to be in a shotgun, 3-wide set. Baker making changes before the snap. Has it in his hands. Pressure comes. He takes off. Baker takes it in. Touchdown, Spartans. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. He said the offense needs to be on his shoulders for this game. Fine, he will do what he must do, and that field opened up in front of him, and he was able to take off and get into the end zone. And that was a great, brilliant run by Baker to put that one. I don't know what that Iowa defensive lineman was doing. I think he just spazzed out. He was surprised at getting into the backfield so quickly, he spazzed out just a wee bit. So that's going to give us a 49-39 lead. Of course, part of football is you got to give the other team the ball back after that. So here come the Hawkeyes on the plus side because our defense decided to take the day off. From the 29, a toss to the right side to Dole, bounces off 1 tackler, breaks another one, but not the third. Alway gets him down. Bounce off Darisaw, look like Herzog, and then finally Alway brings him. So 3rd and 11, they're going to be 5 wide set. Has the snap. Quarterback takes off to the left side. He's got blockers in front. He's going to get hit and brought down just at about the 23-yard line. Going to be a couple yards shy. And that is going to bring on the field goal kicker for about a 40-yard opportunity here from the left hash marks. Near the end of the 3rd quarter, they're going to go boot ball. And he completely whiffed it. What a bum. What a loser. He missed it because he's a loser. And that one is no good as we will maintain our 10-point lead. So here we come right back at him early in the 4th quarter, 49-39. Hand that off to Irwin up the middle. Hole opens up, and he picks up about 9 yards. Offensive line is starting to do pretty good with the run game. I'm liking how they are starting to move some guys around on that defensive line. Kind of get them moved into the defensive backfield there. So 2nd and 1. Hand that off to Irwin right side. Tries to cut up the middle because nothing going, and I just praise my blockers, and that's what they do. Okay. Well played, game. Well played indeed. So 3rd and inches from the pistol. 4 wide set. Baker has the snapping. Hands it off to Irwin. Hit, and he's going to be brought down. Are you shitting me right now? I went from 3rd and inches to 4th and 1, which means we actually lost yardage. That sucks. Okay. So 4th and 1. Irwin in the backfield. Baker has the snap, hands it to Irwin. Hole opens up, breaks free. He's open. He's got space. 10-5. Touchdown Spartans. 4th and 1 all the way to the end zone. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Gabriel Irwin putting this one down. As he only needed about a yard, and he's decided why the hell not go for 40 more. As he punches that one into the end zone, and that's going to extend our lead back to 3 scores once again. So here come the Hawkeyes as we lead by 17. They have the snap, drop off a screen pass to Dole, and he's going to get plastered in the backfield for a loss of 6 yards. Darrisaw came flying through like a cruise missile and just put him down. So 2nd and 16 now. As they look over the defense, has the snap. And plenty of blocking, and they got the mismatch they wanted. Same shit again. Same shit, different play. SSDP. And they're going to drop that one into the end zone for a touchdown. Just like that, too. You got to be kidding me. The safety, I watched it happen. You could see it happen on that play. You can see the safety go, oh, look, there's a receiver going for a corner route. I'm going to go guard that, even though the defensive back is on him. Screw the running back. And this is where we are. This is why we are here where we are right now, leading only by 7. As they come up with just over 3 minutes, just under 4 minutes to go, actually, they pick up a 9-yard pass play on that one. And Dicker, the quarterback for the Hawkeyes, is on the move from the 3-yard line. Has the snap, hands it off, Dole going right side, hit and stood up. Johnson got in there to make contact first, and that's going to make it 3rd and inches after that great play by the linebacker. Approaching the 2-minute timeout, Hawkeyes go hefty set formation. Dicker with the sneak, and he almost didn't get it. I've actually stopped people doing that before. It's incredibly rare, but it does occur. So that's going to be 1st and 10 Hawkeyes approaching the 2-minute timeout. Has the snap before that. They play action in the pocket. Fired over the middle. Hits his receiver, and that one falls incomplete. Ooh, good job by this defense to jar that one loose as we are continuing to fight. I mean, they're not fighting very well. They haven't played well at all, but, man, if we can get one good stop, that's all we need. All we need. Now Dicker's got the snap once again in a clean pocket, fires it deep over the middle and almost intercepted. You've got to be kidding me. Jackson had it in his hands. Oh, it was right there in his hand, and he dropped it. So instead of 1st and 10 Spartans, it's 3rd and 10 Hawkeyes. They've got the snap, throw to the left side, and he's going to make the catch about 9 yards. They're making it 4th and 1. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. 4th and 1. Going heavy set, under center, has the snap tossed to the right side. They got space, they got blockers. Herzog gives chase and pushes him out of bounds, but not till after he gets the first down at the 19. 1st and 10, a minute 22 remaining. Dicker has a snap. It's going to be an option keeper left side. Johnson gives chase and brings him down. Cal Thrush was also coming from behind. I don't know if he would have got him, but Johnson did. So 2nd and 9, 55 seconds remaining. 7-point ball game. Fires over the middle, hits his receiver, and he makes a catch at about the 13-yard line, 3rd and 4. Iowa still not using any timeouts. 30 seconds remaining. Clock is moving, has the snap in hand, steps up, fires over the middle, and they go diving into the end zone, and heels over head he goes. In this game, you've got to be shitting me, is going to be tied. Who would have ever figured Iowa would be a 56-56 kind of game? Big 12, Big 10 has transformed to the Big 12 today. So here we come back, because why not? 20 seconds remaining, 3 timeouts. Let's make something happen, folks. As we get the snap off, we can't find a single play. I just wanted a pass and play. I always like using coach suggestions, but I wanted a damn pass play. I don't want to have to come out and change the play. That just takes extra time off. So now, 15 seconds, 2 timeouts at our own about 25-yard line. Baker has the snap, hands it off to Irwin. They thought it was a pass. We go for the draw, and he gets all the way down to the 43-yard line. All right. Now we got something cooking, folks. 1 timeout, 10 seconds remaining. 1 timeout, 10 seconds. Time to make something happen. Try to see if we can't catch them with their pants down. As we drop back, try to hit a screen pass. Blockers in front. Irwin fighting forward. Irwin gets hit and brought down at the 46-yard line as we use our 3rd and final timeout. And we're going to go for a 63-yard field goal. This is at NCAA record, I believe. We step up to it. 63 yards. We get this thing lined up here. And it's going to go up. Boot ball. Does it have the distance? And it does. It's good and it's good. We win the game 63 yards away. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. We pull it off. Who would have 529 passing yards by Iowa, 7 touchdowns. Our defense is horrible. We've got a lot of correct, but we will take this one. Sometimes better lucky than good is what I'll say, and that happened to be this case in this game, I think. But 63 yards brings it home for us. Well done. Undefeated season is alive. Just barely, but it is alive. As we are starting to get some more recruits come, and look at this. Greg Thomas, 4-star. Dom Samuel, 4-star. Our defense, I think, is going to be a lot better in the future than it was tonight. Let's just say that. But otherwise, great game, guys. The season is going to continue on. We're halfway through it. Top 5 in the country. And we got a good one against Washington coming up next. Another home game in terms of our home stand. But I will see y'all in that episode, everybody. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you have not hit it already. And stay safe. And, well, y'all know how it goes from here, right? Later, y'all.